Your sleep is shit. Your sleep is likely terrible. It's fucking dog shit. And that's the reason you've clicked on today's video, because I'm going to give you the 5 biggest mistakes and the 5 biggest reasons why your sleep is so shit and how to fix each and every single one of them. There might be a couple cuts in this video, no clue, but please just take notes and fucking take action, because this video is going to be very valuable to each and every single one of you. Shit sleep. So, let's get into it straight away. The number one reason why your sleep is shit is because of blue light. For those of you who don't know, blue light essentially wakes your brain up. Blue light comes from literally the colour blue. See if I can do a cut really quick. That's blue. And obviously, as you could imagine, that shit wakes you up. It's the same stuff that's emitted from all of your screens, probably from your, television screen, from your computer game screen. I don't know whether you have a TV or monitor or your little PC setup. Probably from the light bulb that I use, probably emits blue light or something similar. Because blue light doesn't mean it just is blue, it means it's on the spectrum of blue. And of course, there's easy measures and easy protocols to fix this. You've heard lots of people talk about blue light glasses. I don't know if you should use blue light glasses. I've personally never used them. I don't have an insight towards them, but I'd certainly suggest giving them a try. If you genuinely can't stay off your phone or off your computer games for an hour before you go to bed, then I'd suggest blue light glasses. Which is, it's okay, but it's not the best. It's not as good as, genuinely cutting off all of the lights and sleeping in dark. Because also a lot of people struggle to sleep in the dark. If you're too scared to sleep in the dark, which is the most optimal way to sleep because it completely stops blue light, as long as you don't turn on your phone or anything, leave it to the fucking side, and genuinely try and sleep. Sleeping in the darkness, you will shut your eyes because there's nothing to look at, right? You'll sleep better. There'll be no light, no sunlight, artificial sunlight, right? Because that's what keeps you awake. It's the artificial version of the sunlight. It's the blue light that comes. And like I said, if you can't sleep without light on, don't use a lamp. Don't use a, bedside table or a lava lamp. Use red light. Because it's literally the opposite of blue light, and it will make you feel more sleepy. If you do not believe that red light works, I suggest you give it a try for 3 nights. Literally 3 nights, so your sleep will improve. It will improve tonight, but you'll see the biggest and most drastic change in 3 nights' time. I promise you. So, point 1, blue light. Block it out. Point number 2 is you are too hot. Your bedroom is too hot. You have too many layers. You're wearing pajamas, socks, and all the layers. And you are too hot. That's why you can't sleep. You're sweating. The body has an optimal sleeping temperature, obviously, backed by science. And I heard this when I was 8 years old on the telly, and now I'm a lot older than that. The simple thing you've got to remember is in between 16 and 18 degrees Celsius. I'll do the Fahrenheit conversion on the screen up there. That's the heat you want to keep it between. If it goes any hotter, then it becomes suboptimal. If it goes any colder, it becomes suboptimal, obviously. And there is actually ways to regulate this, but I believe I'll talk about them later in this video. Hopefully. And if I don't, then I'll talk about it in another video coming in within the next week. Next week's a big week for this channel, but I don't need to talk about that, you'll see. So point number 2, just to recap, your room or you are too hot and you need to try and find a way to cool down your room, whether that's opening the window or air conditioning, or like I said, the thing that hopefully I'll talk about later on in this video. Find a way to make sure you are cooler, even if it's based with science. And obviously this thing I'm talking about is hot showers. I'm not talking about roasting hot, I'm talking about warm. I'm talking about if your shower isn't so hot it's scalding your skin, or so hot when you, put a bit in your mouth, it's hotter than your mouth, it's probably a healthy shower. And that hot shower will actually make, for anybody who knows what equilibrium is, more hot's going in, so more cold's going to have to go into producing your body, if this makes sense. When you're colder, you use more energy to heat yourself up. When you're hotter, you use more energy to cool yourself down. So I'd suggest warm showers if you're too hot in the evenings. Point number 3 is you are eating too late. Digestion takes a while, and it takes a toll on your body. Digestion uses energy. If you eat 10 minutes before you go to sleep, your sleep quality will be lower. And if your sleep quality is lower, then obviously your sleep's going to be shit. If you are eating, like I said, 10 minutes before you go to bed, you will digest when you start sleeping. So your energy going towards repairing your body is instead going towards digestion. Your body has enough energy to digest all night long. It's hardly burning any calories. It's just stopped. It's literally just stopped. It's laid down and it's not moving at all. And you lot think you need to eat before you go to bed. If you are eating within an hour before you go to bed, you're likely fucking your sleep. What I would suggest is try and keep it at least 90 minutes before you go to bed. Now obviously you can go do your own scientific research and what's not into this. I don't actually know anything about this. But obviously when I have warm showers before bed, it takes the time from when I last eaten. I normally wait for like half an hour after I've eaten, and then it's like an hour when I go to bed. So you want to wait at least an hour and a half from when you've eaten to when you go to bed. It's simple as that. Number 3. Number 4 is you do not have a sleep cycle. And for those of you who do not know what a sleep cycle is, of course referring to the circadian rhythm, which is you go to bed at X time and you wake up at X time every single day. If you go to bed at 10 and you wake up at 6 a.m. every day, that's a circadian rhythm. If you go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 10 in the morning, that's a circadian rhythm. If you go to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening, wake up at 4 a.m., that's a circadian rhythm. It doesn't have to be 8 hours long, it can be 6 hours long, it can be 12 hours long. But a circadian rhythm is your body's internal sleep cycle that says you sleep from this time to this time, and you lot fuck it up every weekend. You have this ish circadian rhythm when it comes to the school week. You know, it's stable like this, and when you go to the weekend, and it has to go all the way up to, I don't know, 2 a.m. whenever you go to bed, right? You're used to going to bed at like 10, 11, and then it goes to 2 a.m, and then it has to come back down to 10 or 11 because of the school week, and your circadian rhythm's fucked. Sleep's going to be fucked. You're going to feel horrible and sluggish on Monday, and that's why I guarantee each and every single one of you hates Mondays. It's because you're used to staying up later because you have no work in the morning, and then you get fucked by the change. You get fucked by how little good quality sleep you get. If you don't have a circadian rhythm, and you're trying to cut down on what time you're going to bed, you're trying to go from, like I said, 2 a.m. to 10 p.m. You're essentially trying to reverse your body clock 4 hours. Your body's used to going to bed at 2 o'clock, slightly. It's not used to this 10 p.m. stuff anymore. It's used to going to bed at 2 o'clock. Now you're saying, I'm going to force you to bed now. It's not tired. You haven't been awake long enough. You haven't done enough. Your body doesn't need the rest, and you're going to end up staying up till 2, and you're going to be fucking knackered on the Monday, and that's why you hate Monday. Set up a circadian rhythm and actually stay true to it. Don't piss about with it because it's the weekends. Genuinely stay true to it. If you go to bed at 11 every night, go to bed at 11 every night. I don't give a fuck what the excuse is, unless you go abroad, which then that's fair enough. Point number 4. Number 5. Sleeping too late. Like I said, 2 a.m. You're waking up at 10. The sun's already risen. You have to think about humans as if we're still around from 2,000 years ago, when there wasn't a clock, so you couldn't actually monitor what time you go to bed. Think about those people who are going to bed with the sun and waking up with the sun. That's where the circadian rhythm originates from. And sleeping too late, you might have a circadian rhythm, but it's not going to be as effective because you're not waking up with the sun, you're not waking up with the natural light. So what I would suggest, and what many other scientists and professionals have said, is you want to go to bed within 9 to 10 p.m. and wake up between 5 and 7 a.m. Obviously, I think you could push this back a little bit. I think you could push this slightly before as well. Think about babies. They go to bed at like 8 o'clock in the evening and they wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. They have 10 hours of sleep. And they do that every single day because their parents say, right, it's bedtime. And they're setting up a circadian rhythm from a young age. But then obviously you fuck it playing video games. Because to hell with the circadian rhythm, it hardly means anything. Late nights, whatever. I do late nights every night. You know, and you're fucking asleep this way. Maybe you're gonna have a circadian rhythm at 3 AM to 11, but it's 11. The sun's already risen. You're not going to bed with the sun. You're not waking up with the sun, even if the sun's not out. Beautiful England. Grey, grey, grey. You know, you're not working with the light. You're not working alongside the light. And obviously, in turn, this is going to fuck your sleep. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 5 reasons, as a recap. Are you going to take action or not? I hope this video was somewhat useful, somewhat helpful, somewhat enjoyable to watch. I know it's boring, informative video. I'm not doing these flashy, mega edits, but understand these 5 mastery sleeping techniques, and your sleep is guaranteed to improve within, like I said, 3 nights. You start doing all 5 of these things, your sleep will improve within 3 nights. If you do just the blue light thing, your sleep will improve in 3 nights. If you just set up a circadian rhythm, your sleep's going to improve in 3 nights. Every bit of advice in this video can be implemented within the next 72 hours. It can be implemented with speed. You have to act with speed. Because if you keep going on this 2 AM arc, you're going to be fucked. You can't last at 2 AM forever. Let me tell you that. You cannot last at 2 AM forever. There will be a time in your life where you have to wake up early. And you have to go to bed earlier. And your body will be too fucked to do so. Make sure that doesn't happen to you.